Hi there, it's me, Nephi, and I'm gonna start off with a tutorial on VRoid and how to download it and how to get started. We're gonna make a quick model using the stuff that they've got included in the program. So why don't we get right onto it? So first off, we want to go to VRoid.com. If you just search VRoid in Google, you'll find it, but I'll also have the link in the description. So you can download the Windows version and the Mac version here. These are the standalone releases, but you can also download it on Steam. So this is what it looks like on Steam. I prefer the Steam version because it automatically updates with each version, so you don't have to worry about having to download a new version when they are released. This is what VRoid looks like when you open it. So these are models that I've created. This is where your saved models come up. If you use the beta version, you've got some beta models there as well. And then right at the bottom, you'll have some sample models. You can just ignore those though. You have got a little settings button and an announcements button there. On the settings, what I like to do is just change it to dark mode, just because I like the look of that better. So if I click on create new, you've got the option for feminine and masculine. As it says here, you can edit the body shape at any point with the sliders. So this is what VRoid looks like when you first load up and open a file. You've got 6 different tabs at the top. You've got face, hairstyle, body, outfit, accessories, and look. All of those are pretty much obvious by the names, but the only one that isn't is look. That is where you can change like the shine and the outline and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and make a model using the provided assets that VRoid give us and explain what each of everything does as we go through it. So first off, I start off with look and I change the outline way down just because I do not like how that looks. You might like how it looks for your model, but I do not like it at all. The thing I'm going to do next is go to rim light and just change the intensity on all of it way down. This will make your models look a whole lot better because that rim light is very ugly. So if I go back to face now, you can see we have a few different face sets. What I'm going to do is I want this one here, this one. So this is what I'm going to start off with. So you've got eye sets. This just changes how the eye looks. It doesn't change how anything else looks like. So let's say we go for that one. Or how about we go for that one's cute. Then you've got your irises. So you can choose, say you like that eye set, but you don't like the actual iris itself. We can go in and we can change it to like, say that one there. And I'm going to change it to a nice bright blue color like that. What I'm also going to do is, as you can see, you've got the 2 different eyes there. You can change the left and the right eye. So I'm going to change the right eye to be like a yellow. Well, what you can do on any of these is you can edit the texture, but I'm not going to do that on this just now. I can show you how to do that in another tutorial. Next, we're going to go to the eye highlights. I like the little star one. It makes it like space. Then we've got the scleras. That is like the eye whites behind it. So you can choose which one you like the look of. I like this one. Then we've got the eyebrows as well. So I want those ones. Those are some nice thick eyebrows. What we can do is say we like those, but we want them to be a little bit lower down. We can do that. We can change the way they look. We can change the length of them. So you can play around with these, as they call them, parameters. They're just like sliders on The Sims. And why don't we give her some... I'm going to take this eyedropper tool and I'm just going to copy the color of the eye there. Because I do like blue hair. So we've got the eyelids. These are like the little crease that you see here. I'm going to do that because I like that. Eyeliner as well. As you can see, the eyeliner is this section around here. I'm going to change it to... I like this one here. No, I'm going to go for this. That one's cute. And as you can see, the ends of them are like slightly brown. That's because this color is brown. So I'm just going to take that and darken that up a little bit. What I am going to do as well is say I don't like, can change part of the eyes as well. So say I want to be a little bit thinner but a little bit wider. That we can do that. And I want a little bit droopy, like that. And we've got eyelashes as well, so you can give some eyelashes. I quite like the look of these ones without having to do anything. Look, with the eyelashes, you've got two options. You've got one where it's mainly brown, and you've got one where you've got like white on the edges, so you can change the colour of that. You can change that to be like white, or you want blue, dark, like that. The nose, again, that's another thing that you can do. It'll change like the nose contour and stuff. Side of it there. Like these are just like the nose like textures. I like that nice rosy there. And then again for the mouth, we can choose different mouths. Say I like that, but I don't like the color of it. I can that down. That. So now you've got the inside of the mouth. You can change the color of that. To look at that, you're probably best if you use a scroll wheel on here. You can see the expression editor. If you change that to happy, you can see inside the mouth. So we can go back to mouth inside. I like that one. Go back to there, put it back in neutral. You've got lips, so this is if you want to do like any, like, want to give her some lipstick. That I quite like the colour of that as well. Some cheeks, you want to give her some blushies. Got the likes of that, we can a little bit darker. Redder. That. Then we've got your skin, and this is where you can full on like change the colour of her skin. Say you want her skin to be a little bit, you can change the dark colour. Change that to how you want it to look until you want something that you like the look of. You can also change the way that the ears are, so we can change the ear prominence. You can stretch them out to be elf ears. So you can stretch them out and then move the tip around and stuff like that. You can change all that. Put that back to 0. We've made the ear small. That's cute. And you've got a few face paint options as well. These give you stuff like there's some freckles there. You want a little kiss on the cheek. You want to look a little bit like you've not slept. That kind of stuff. Let's say we want to give there's one here that gives earrings. Let's do that one. Then you've got the expression editor. That is just like, say you want her to be, you want to change the happy. You want to make it so that the eyes are like that a little bit less, and you want to move the eyebrows down a little bit. Bring them down. You want a sad smile like that. You can change everything about that and really like customize what the expressions look like. So the next one is hairstyle. So this is where you can give your character some hair. There's a few preset options on that. So you've got hairstyle sets, you've got the front, the back, overall hair, got some extensions, which is like your ponytails and buns and stuff. You've got like little side pieces. You've got the ahogi, which is the little like cowlicks at the top. You've got some extras, which is like fuzzy stuff, and you've got the base hair, which changes the colour of what this is here. So if we just make a kind of cute, we go like that. We can change the colour to match her eyebrows. We can change the highlight colour. If we change the highlight colour down to nothing, you won't see it. You can change. We do it like that. So for the back of the hair, we might, that's like your little like ponytail, or you've got your like two buns essentially like that. That's if you want pigtails, you got your ponytail one there, like a short hair. So you want the hair down, you've got that. Hair down longer, you've got that. You've got a lot of different options. So I want that. I reckon that is cute. There we go. So it looks like she's got half up, half down here. Maybe that'd be better with like that. You can really play around with this and find something that you like. Maybe I don't want a ponytail. Don't want any. If you want to give her that hairstyle, then that's it. You can change like individual strands of hair and make your own hairstyle with this edit hairstyle button, but we're not gonna touch that today. I can do a proper tutorial. Well, I will be doing a proper tutorial on that at a later date. Next, we can go to body. This is where we can change size and stuff like that. So if we want to make her a little bit shorter, like that, and then that's just like the full on like body size. If I just reset that to 0, you can change the size of the head. I just make that back to 0 as well. So you can change how wide you want the head, so you can make it a little bit thinner. You can change the thickness of the neck. You can show the Adam's apple if you want to. You can do that on either model. Shoulder width, so little chest size, so you can give some booba if we really want to. Bring that down a little. Like, you can change the arm length. Oh, that's the finger size, sorry. You can change the arm length. You want really long arms. You can change hand size, that kind of stuff. Torso length, so you want the torso a little bit taller. Width waist, you want to be thick. You can move the leg length up. We change that back to that up. The legs. So I'm liking that. So the next one is outfit, and this is where you can pick what your character wears, because this is, not gonna lie, a little bit basic. So we've got a few different options all up and down here. I feel like we should go to the tops. We can pick like actually what we want. So I really like this one. This one is cute. We go to bottoms. We can pick something that'll match with it. Say we want some booty. Some denim booty. I reckon that's pretty cool. Could pick a dress if we wanted to. We can have some neck accessories, say if you want like a tie or a bow. Arm accessories, say if you want to draw on some gloves. Got the inner top as well, so say you like this but you want that kind of stuff on it, you can do that. Can't get rid of this unfortunately, so say you accidentally put one of these on and you do not like it. What you can do is you can edit texture. And this might be a little bit intimidating if we just give it a second to load up. And you can see this is where it is drawn on. What we can do is just get the eraser, put the brush width up, and we can just, and then we can go back. And if you want to save that so that you can just, if you accidentally click on it, you can click off it. Just click on save as new item. So if say you accidentally put this one on, you can go back now and just click the one that you've saved. We've also got stuff for like bottoms as well, so they're just like that kind of stuff. We have an option for socks. You can have any kind of socks you want. Let's say we pick those, you know, the asymmetrical socks as everyone likes to call them. And then we've got shoes as well, so we can give it some high top. She's looking really cool, but what if we want to say make her wear glasses or wear bunny ears or anything like that? Well, we have the accessories tab for that. We can add some thin glasses. We can see them there. If we scroll in, we can change the frame. So we want these to be, see which each different frame is. I like those ones. We can make it rest on her nose like that. I quite like that. We can add another accessory and say we want to add some rabbit ears. You can do that and go on the rabbit ears. We want them to match though, so we can match the colour like that. And we can go on and all of these have their own little parameters, so we can make them a little bit smaller. We can make them wider. We can bend that one over, or we can have this one droopy like that. I reckon that's cute. And then we go back onto look. We can decide, hey, what if I want an outline on the hair? I can do that. What if I want an outline on the face and the accessories? I can do that. I'm not going to them. So say you're happy with your model now. All we need to do is export it out. So the way that we do that is if we click on this button and export as VRM, that is what most programs use. You can click on that. This can take a while. I know with my computer, it can sometimes, the program can actually freeze up, but don't worry about that. That is normal. So here we go. This is the screen that comes up when you click on export model. So here you see a preview of your model. You've got a few different options here. I would not touch them unless you're going to be taking it into Unity and doing some extra stuff there. And if you're doing that, you know what you're doing on this. If we click on export, it'll bring up these VRM settings. This is just basically a few little text boxes to say what your model is and who it belongs to and stuff. So if we just do bunny girl, and then you've got the creator, that'll be yourself. So you want to pop your name in there. I'm just going to type Nephi. This is just so that if you're doing this as a commission kind of thing, you can set up the VRM settings. So when you give that to someone, they know who's made it, what version it is, where they can contact you and stuff. So you could put your Twitter in there, or your Twitch, or your card information, or anything like that. At this point, you can say, oh, who can use this? You can say you can say anyone who is allowed to, or anyone. And then you can say if it's being allowed to be used commercially, if it can do sexual acts or violence. That is up to yourself. You might not be comfortable with a model like that, but if you're just making it for yourself, you can just ignore all of these. And then you just click export. And you basically can save this VRM anywhere. So save it in your documents, on your desktop, anywhere you want, you can just save it. So another thing you may be wondering is what this little photo icon does. So if we click on that, so once you load up that photo icon, you will get this. This is what they call the photo booth. So normally blink will be turned on and your character will be looking at the camera, whichever way you move it. You can turn that off and you can change where they are looking like that. And you can also stop the character from blinking if it is annoying you. So you can change what expression they are using. So say you want them to smile. You make them smile, and then you can full on you can say, oh, I want them to smile, but I want them to be winking, or I want them to be you can really customize every slider for the expression, so you can get some custom ones in the photos. Got the option for pose and animations. So if we go to animations, you can go through them and you can see your character moving around in motion. You can see them doing different things, which is very cute. And you can pause it if you find a good angle. Take this little button for a photo. which I'll show you in a second. Got your background as well, so you can change the background colors. Normally it is like this kind of grey color that you get, but you can change it to whatever. So I've changed it here just to a pastel pink. And you can import a background image as well. You've got your lighting, so you can change the intensity of the lighting. I'm just going to reset that. If you mess anything up with the lighting and say you've got that, you can just reset it and that'll turn it back. Got the wind settings as well, so if I unpause this a second, you can see that if I do that and put all of these up, you can see the wind is blowing the hair around. Let me just set that. Then you've got your post-processing. This is going to be the one you're going to be looking at the most. So normally your model will look like this and you'll see like sharp edges and stuff like that, and that's not good for photos if you're not going to be editing them. So my advice is turn that anti-aliasing and then put it on low or high. But then you've got other options like bloom, that makes it like glowy. You've got color grading. This is where you can change like the color temperature and tint and stuff like that. Got comics, that'll change like the comic like threshold. So you can make it look like it is like coming straight out of like art or a manga or something like that. Then you've got motion blur as well, which if the character's moving around too much, you've got that motion blur as well. Then you've also got the pic size, so that is just basically how big you want the image. So say you want a 120 by 120 square, you know that that's going to be the image, or you can change it to HD, or you can have it just as the window size. And then once you've decided, if we go to that square, say we want to get a nice picture of one of my favorites at the moment is this one. So if I pause her there, she's looking kind of cute. We can go do that and we can save the picture as a PNG. So that will be it more or less for this VRoid tutorial. So that is more or less it for the VRoid tutorial. If you've got any questions about anything, pop them in the comments down below. I'll try my best to answer any of them. Pretty much I will be making more tutorials on how to do like custom hair and custom textures and stuff like that. If there's anything you want to see me do a tutorial on, just again leave that down in the comments below. And I hope that this has helped you with a little bit of knowledge on how to get started with all of this. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video.